obviously can't direct message to yourself because it's just a bit pointless. Favorites are simply explained. Under favorites, all of your favorite tweets are listed. Those are which you added or marked with a star symbol. Now, this is basically everything I have to tell you about this function. But what I want to give you, a part of that information, is that Twitter only allows access to the last, I think, 3,200 tweets. But if you mark a tweet as your favorite, you get access to that tweet like for forever. So if you want to get access to, let's say, a specific tweet in, let's say, 2 years or so, you simply mark that tweet as favorite, and then it's listed for like forever under favorites. Now, as I said before, retweets are those tweets people found so interesting that they want to share those tweets with all of their followers. Now you see this retweet section here, or the retweets menu, has 3 different tabs. Retweets by others. Here are all retweets listed your followers have retweeted. Then you get a list of retweets you have sent out. This way you can have a look at all the things you found so interesting that you retweeted them to others. And you see also a list of retweets other people found so interesting that they retweeted them. For instance, you see this guy is awesome, has been retweeted by Alex. The next Twitter function I want to show you is not as easily described as favorites or retweets. It's the Twitter search. If you want to search for Twitter for a specific word, like for instance, my name, then you simply type in that phrase and then hit return. And then all tweets will show up which mention my name, for instance. Now you can also save this search to your sidebar, and you can hide those searches as well. I will come to those hash symbols in a little while. Now you can also go to the big search, which is found under search.twitter.com. And here you can enter things like, for instance, I want to search all tweets containing Mac and Xcode. I simply put in those words and then press search. Now, usually all tweets containing both words are searched, but if I want to search for Mac or Xcode, I simply put or between those 2 words. If I want to search all tweets containing Xcode but not Mac, I simply put a minus symbol in front of Mac and then hit search. And I can also include hashtags. For instance, if I want to search for Xcode tweets, I simply put that hash symbol in front. Now people mark usually or tag messages with that hash symbol. This is useful if you are attending a conference like I did this weekend called Macoon or Macoun, as some Americans, I suppose, say. This is a German Cocoa conference which I attended this weekend, and you see all people added this hashtag to their tweets. This way people can follow the conversation about that conference easily by simply adding this search to their home. But Twitter searches can get very, very complicated. For instance, from a specific person by simply typing from, and then that username. You can also put to here, then you will see all tweets going to that person directly. So in this case, you see this @reply, which has the in front of the text. But if I search for @z, you will see all tweets containing my name. This way, all tweets will show up in this Twitter search, for instance. Also that one from Alex. Now I can also search for tweets in an area. I simply type near Cologne and then I'm putting quotes. For instance, let's say Stuttgart. Now there aren't any pizzas in Stuttgart, it seems, but I can also search for tweets in London. And here you see all tweets containing pizza from which were sent from London. But I can also search within a certain area. I can search for miles, but I can also search with kilometers. And I can also search for moods if I want to search, for instance, for pizza near London within 15 kilometers. With a good mood, I simply put a smiley there, and if I want to search for bad pizza, I simply put this smiley there. But I can also search for tweets containing a question mark or a question. Then I put simply a question mark in my Twitter search. Now I can also search, for instance, for all tweets to me containing links. Then I simply write filter colon links. And then when I execute this search, you see all tweets mentioning me with a link in them. I can also include retweets. And I can also search for, let's say, from said source. I mentioned that source some while ago, from web. Then you will see all tweets from me sent from web, or I can also exclude a source. Now you see those operating. My favorite Twitter search is this one. Usually I don't want to miss any new software because of Mac OS X Screencast. This is why I set up a Twitter search which searches for every new Mac or iPhone beta. So I put in my search Mac and beta. I want to search for tweets only containing links because I don't want to read about tweets talking about betas. And I want to exclude, obviously, all Windows betas. And then when I execute this search, I'll see all the tweets containing Mac beta, but I can also search for iPhone betas as well. The things I want to show you are the so-called lists. Lists can be created by yourself or by all users, and you can put people on those lists. For instance, the most often used list type is a list where someone puts all the people this person knows from real life on. For instance, I have a list where Schlingel and Intenso is on, and also some other guys. Now you can put people on that page by simply going to their profile pages. For instance, I met Winnie this weekend at Maccoon, and I simply go to lists and then add this person to that list. I also met Ortwin this weekend, so I simply add this person as well. Now when I go back to the list page of this list, funny, and then you see a consolidated list of all the people which are added to the list. If you are interested in the people who are on that list, you simply go to View All, and then you see a long list of all the people on that specific list. But you can also go to other people's profile page, and there you see their lists, and if you click on them, you see the same list page again, and you can simply follow this list as well. And now if you go back to your profile page, you'll see under lists, that I am following this list now as well. One of the last things I want to show you are your profile settings. You find the profile settings under settings, obviously. Here you can set, I want to